Were you with me when the girl almost died? The wall fell down and like that one. Well, welcome to the. I can't sit down.
Is asserting my dominance.
Should I go grab the D23 lanyards? Okay, guys, this is where we're gonna be talking about our fantastic Disney experiences. So today we're gonna be talking about D23, our preview in 2016, right? Right?
I don't know.
2017. July 15th through 16th. And one of our Disney World trips where somehow I got this.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. So let's get right into it. What do you want to start out with? D23?
Sure.
So we went to D23 in 2017 and
I was 12.
Yeah, we were 12. And what do you want to talk about first? Want to talk about the Big D?
So they set up restaurants there,
They did.
and one was called the Big D with the Disney D.
Yes.
Now, if you can't tell, for two 12-year-olds, this was the most amazing thing in the world.
The best thing that's ever happened to us.
It's a Disney convention, Disney stuff all around us, and the best thing was a sign for a store called the Big D. That was Austin's contact on my phone for who knows how long.
For still.
Is his from content.
So, okay. I think this was the second day in one of the stores. I forgot what one of the stores was.
It's the second day because that's the animation.
Were you with me when the girl almost died? The wall fell down and that one.
We were walking in the store.
So we were in the store looking for these droids that Brody collects. I'll pop them up on screen. And we were in this store. Okay. And this girl was. You can explain your side, and I'll explain my side.
Well, we have to give more context. So the shelves are held up by
cables.
Wires to the roof.
And there's
people lean against them.
They weren't supposed to be leaning against them. But there's two cables holding it up, and then there's electricity cable. So there's 3 cables, and there's these fat walls. There's these walls that have, what is it called? Shelves on them with hecka stuff. I'm pretty sure this was a mug shelf. It was a mug shelf.
Of glass. And someone leaned against it on the other side. And it's what we presume. Which if they
no, that's what happened because the next day they put rope.
Must have ran away.
Yeah.
So fast. Because as soon as the wall was down, because of course you're looking away too, because you don't know what's falling, how much will go flying.
Yeah.
So when you look back, there's no one there, but it was for sure someone leaning.
So the 2 cables failed, and the only cable that was holding it from crushing this woman was the electricity cable. So it saved that girl's life. Kind of crazy.
So here's how I remember it. I remember it differently, where the woman was at least 3 feet away from where it crashed, and yet she started complaining and trying to get free stuff because it almost killed her.
Did that actually happen?
I think that's how I remember it. I remember that she was a ways away from it. She kept saying, "Oh, it hit my foot." And we all saw her because we turned when the giant shelf was falling over. We all looked over to see what was happening.
Yeah.
And it was not near her.
Yeah.
I don't know. And she was just all like, "I can't believe that this happened. You better give me free stuff. I could have died." You're you were decent ways away from it. You there was people that were even closer.
Yeah. And the walls weren't that heavy. 2 people literally put it right back in place. It wasn't
Well, it's a lot easier when all the mugs are on the floor.
Yeah. They should have given dude, if one of...
Just everyone that was in the... If
you
saw this happen on the middle of the floor.
I wonder if there's video footage of this. Hopefully there is. There's probably not, because this happened in an instant. This was crazy.
True. But there's got to be some article.
Yeah.
Or not, because they did cover it up very fast.
Oh, yeah.
Because they have all that crew running there.
But, I thought someone died. People were literally screaming. Yeah, I've only been in D23 one time.
True.
People were literally screaming like they were dying.
It used to be better, though.
Yeah.
D23, the last time I went, it was so disorganized. I was airdropping. I wrote instructions on a, screenshot. And then I was airdropping them because I was waiting in this line that went back and forth.
Yeah.
And then I was back by the entrance where everyone was walking in.
Yeah.
And there's like tons of lines. They have to figure out where to go. And I was like, go to this if you needed this. Like, go by the coffee shop if you need to get in this line. And I was airdropping it to people, and they were all accepting
Yeah.
it because they didn't know what it was. And I was giving them instructions, and they were like, let's take it. And I helped out tons of people.
Yeah. That D23 was what you were telling me. It's just it wasn't nice.
It
nicely
was the
organized.
worst. We waited in line for the what's the celeb show where they have like the biggest celebs get their awards or whatever.
Oh, like it's
like the Disney Hall
It's
of
like
Fame,
the
but it's not.
Golden Globes, but for Disney, basically.
Yeah. So we waited for that. So I was all like, I'll see Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Why not? So they had everyone in this line, and that's the line that I was in.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually we start walking all the way through the whole place to another building.
Mm-hmm.
We get there, and a couple people in front of us, it stops. And they say, we don't have any more room. We need to send you guys. Like, you can't come in.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking to the people in front of us because they made it in. Because we were talking in this line. It took forever.
Yeah.
And the people behind us we talked with as well.
Yes.
So we met up with them later.
Mm-hmm.
She said, you won't believe this. I know the people that were in front of you.
Yeah.
They made it in. Only half of the room was full.
Mm-hmm.
And they could have let us in, but it was because the people just didn't want to deal with it because it was so complicated that year. I don't know what was the problem, the people that they hired. It was so disorganized.
Was it the same
So
like
they just cut it
venue?
off. So, but I thought this not only sucks for us, but imagine being like a Disney celeb. You go out on stage and they only have half the stadium filled.
Yeah.
Like, imagine how awkward that would be.
That sucks. That really.
I mean,
Oh my lord.
I would have wanted to see Robert Downey Jr.
Okay, so back in 2017, they were giving out these Luxo balls. The best thing.
It's a very important thing at D23.
Okay, if you guys go into Disneyland or I'm pretty sure if you guys go into Disneyland, California Adventure, Disney World, they actually sell these now.
Not exactly. They have very similar ones.
They have very similar
I've compared
ones,
them.
but they have brighter colors. But you used to only be able to get these in their their actual animation studio
gift shop.
Where even is
Pretty
that?
much you can only get it.
You have to
if
be
you're on a
invited.
tour.
You have to be invited there, kind of, basically.
And they have like exclusive stuff there. So then they gave these out at D23.
Mm-hmm. And everyone went crazy.
Yeah. But then they
And-
added Pixar Pier, so that's why they're there now.
Yeah, and like I'm not sure. I was 12. I don't remember. I think
Well,
like
I think this was your only D23.
yeah. So some people got into like a fight about this, like about this. This is how crazy this was, and so they stopped handing them out, and I was devastated
It
to
was
say the
probably
least.
people that like sell it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So they stopped like giving these out, and then we went backstage, and then because we were talking to some cast members about this, we went backstage and they gave these back to everyone, to some people, and then they gave this Lightning McQueen pop figure that wasn't even out at the time for inconvenience. So they gave these to everyone. Brody
Just
has
those
one.
dudes come out.
Yeah.
I do have one.
And well, these are out now, but we got these way before they even came out. So
Yeah, because I think Cars 3 was not out because they were
No, it
totally
wasn't.
promoting it. They had
the
cars there. And
they did have the cars
all
there.
out front.
Yeah,
We could take photos, which I'll ask her.
I thought D23 was fun.
It was.
That was fun.
You need sleep.
Yeah, no sleep.
But the next ones were terrible because you got no sleep, then you wait in line, and then you get cut off, and then no one's in the room.
Yeah. Anything else interesting happened at D23?
No.
No, besides
Well,
that person
there was.
almost dying, which we kind of just glossed over, but I thought someone almost died. And from your side, it sounded like, oh, it hit my toenail.
I don't know. She was yelling some crazy stuff.
I bet
She was
there's
trying to
some.
sue. She was trying to
I bet
just
there's
make
some
money
article. Do you have
somewhere.
your phone? Look up the D23 2017. I bet someone sued. I swear someone sued. That would be funny. While you're telling
Well,
that,
nobody was underneath it. They can't really sue.
yeah,
I leaned against it and it fell over, and they're trying to blame me.
yeah. Okay, when was this Disney World trip?
It was after that D23.
Microphone, sir.
No, but I'm trying to take this.
Microphone. Okay, so after I'm kinda guessing 2018. We went to Disney World. There's a lot of things that happened that trip, and I am not lying. There's like we're gonna have to make like a 3-hour video just talking about what that happened. But we went to an arcade at the where were we? What was the arcade called?
It's the one that's at Port Orleans Riverside.
Okay. Went there. You guys know that game where you throw footballs at these guys and then you get points and they go back in and then you go back out? I thought it was really... Okay, so my SD card ran out of storage again because we've been recording videos all day. So, back to what I was saying here. So, the football game, throw the footballs out here and it goes in, get points. I thought it was a really good idea to throw it as hard as I possibly could.
He took a couple steps back.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and I ran at it.
There was like no one else in the arcade.
Mm-hmm.
So, but there were cameras, so I don't know what happened to that.
I want to go back there and see if they still have that game.
They can't.
They
Well,
can't?
it's closed right now, so
Oh.
I won't be able to check
So-
it. Maybe when you go.
I threw it so hard. It made the loudest noise. I remember that. It like, this thing
It's
flew
plastic
back.
snapping off of metal.
It flew back,
And then it
snapped
lands on
at the metal, and just flew on there, and then just came back to me, and I was like,
Because it slid down the same thing.
yeah,
that
it
the
slid
mouse-
down the football thing. I was like, this is cool. Put it in my bag, and then I left. After, no, that was before, and then
The title of
after
this
that,
podcast is How We Robbed Disney.
yeah, well,
We're going
We-
to be banned from the parks because we broke their football machine.
yeah. But then after I did that, this dad and his kid came in, and I remember this vividly.
I left before this even happened. As soon as he broke it,
Everyone,
I
like,
sped walk out of there
Yeah.
so fast.
but this kid and his dad came in, and this kid was playing the basketball machine, and he flew a basketball, like flung it behind him, and I got it, and then I just threw it back in the machine. His dad turned around and like just berated me. He's like, "Why did you do that? This is my kid's game." And I was like, "Dude, I'm just giving it back to your kid." He just kept yelling at me. Like, dude, I remember this so much. It scarred me for life.
Dude. I don't know. I was gone.
I have a lot of
I'm
memories in
supposed
that
to go
arcade.
on. A lot?
2.
Yeah, I was going to say. You don't even stay at that hotel.
No, I don't.
But I have a lot of memories there.
Do we have any other? Because this
I just
is the
remember leaving.
podcast.
Because I was all
You remember
like, I
leaving?
swear. Because I was young. I was
Yeah.
a fool.
You were
I was like,
a
I
fool.
swear to God, if Austin gets me kicked out of Disney for life.
And on this thing,
That's all I
it's
work
like
on.
it's all jagged right here from where it like. I don't even know why I still have this. It's a piece of crap.
But it's great.
It is great.
It's official Disney property. We could sell this one day.
I guess we.
Believe it or not, but this was actually in a hotel arcade.
Yeah.
And apparently it sucked so bad that it was already easy to break off.
Yeah, I threw it as
Someone
hard as I
wanna
could,
buy
but
it.
it was like my 12-year-old self.
Weak.
Weak.
12-year-old me.
Weak. Oh, Phantasmic from D23. At D23,
Oh, this is gonna be A
Phantasmic.
great story on my behalf.
Oh, really?
Do you remember what happened?
No, I do not.
You guys were
Well,
going
let's
into the...
let's explain how we got them first.
Yeah.
So, Phantasmic was closed in the beginning of D23 for a long time.
It was when they were redoing it.
Mm-hmm. And they announced one of the things that we went to, and they're like, "Oh, everyone gets to go to Phantasmic tonight in Disneyland." So they gave us these Phantasmic passes, which are really cool. And so you could go there, and then you could just watch the new Phantasmic. Really interesting,
Amazing.
amazing. What's weird about your story?
So, we were going to the park,
Yeah.
and I believe we went back to the hotel room. But we saw you guys going to the park.
Mm-hmm.
We were meeting up.
Yeah.
So, when we got there, we scanned our cards to go in.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know, Disney has blackout days.
Oh my.
These are days in which you cannot go to the park because crowding issues, certain
Mm-hmm.
days you just can't go in.
And every
There's
single
others go in.
Every single pass has blackout dates, even besides the top annual pass.
So we were aware of these,
Mm-hmm.
but you kind of forget when you're at D23 that you can't go into Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
So we were just gonna go in and watch Phantasmic.
Yeah.
Then they're like, you have a blackout date. And we're like, we were at D23. This is like an experience that they told us we could go and do.
Mm-hmm.
And you're telling me that our passages don't work?
Yeah.
Which, I don't know. I guess I can't really blame them, but it's kind of
Did
silly.
you guys go to it?
No.
No?
No, we blacked out. They wouldn't let us, which I can't blame them for.
Yeah.
Because crowding issues, but I mean, nobody else was watching it except for the people from D23.
No, there's some people watching it. There's some people who tried to slide in behind us who's like, oh yeah,
Well, no, but,
I'm
like the actual sitting
I'm with them. And we're like, this person's crazy.
Yeah, but like it wasn't the actual seating areas.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, about that though, one time I saw this lady.
Mm-hmm.
She was totally trying to tell the people, like, that she was with this other group.
Yeah.
But like, she was crazy about it.
What are you talking about, man?
So she would like go up to them when they're walking past the guards. And
From where? From when? Where are we at?
I don't
Explain
know.
the
I think it
city.
was Haunted Mansion.
Okay.
It was Haunted Mansion, and these people did not know her at all.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as they're walking past the cast member, she would just start talking to them. But it was a one-sided conversation.
Yeah.
'Cause they're not trying to like. They don't know who she is,
Yeah.
but they're not trying to be like, I don't know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Get away from me.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know why that was Alex Jones, but. So they weren't trying to be like that, so they weren't really saying anything. So it's this really one-sided conversation, but she was trying way too hard to get in on the Fast Pass. She was all like, remember that time? And like, it was super loud because she's trying to make sure that the cast member's here.
That they're together.
So then they'd be like, where's your Fast Pass man? And she goes, oh, I'm his grandmother or something. And we're
Dude,
just sitting back here, like,
people like that are so
who
annoying.
cares? Just wait in line.
Yeah.
If you want to ride Haunted, and it's Haunted Mansion.
It's Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion is not the craziest line ever.
It's not even.
Maybe it was Christmas, so maybe it has a little more.
Yeah.
But still, who is gonna go up to some random group that they don't know?
And if you guys don't go to
If you ask
Disneyland a
them,
lot, this happens like quite a few times. It happens at least one time when I'm there, and like, it's obvious.
Yeah, but like if someone brings it up, like I've heard people casually tell other people, like, "Do you mind?" Like, our Fast Pass earlier.
You mind if I slide in with
well,
you?
they're like, our Fast Pass earlier didn't work. Do you mind if we? Just
I feel
kinda
like
part of
that's
the same
kind of
group?
cap, but
I know, but like, certain people just don't care. They're like, sure,
yeah.
just hop in. Hang on.
Yeah, $20 and you can hop in line with me.
Well, because when the Fast Passes were a tangible thing, people would trade them out, which I feel like is kind of better.
The trading,
They
yeah.
are now.
Like if you got a fast
Well, like,
pass
if you
for
had it
like,
and you're like, oh, we're gonna leave and eat lunch now. You could just kind of stand in
Yeah.
the midst of the crowd and be
yeah,
like,
people
"Who
did that a
wants to
lot.
ride?"
Yeah.
Which I mean, now it's kind of weird because you have the.
You
full
want to take
hour
my
wait.
phone and then go, like, oh, it goes up to a stranger. Here's my phone. Go and ride on this ride.
Yeah,
Can't do that anymore.
and it shows an image of your face, so still.
Wait, why can't? Oh, you're capping. Talk.
Hello, my mic's green.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
You seemed very like quiet. Talk. Stop. Stop.
Hello.
Well, that
I don't know
is.
what you're looking
I think that's it for the first podcast. We might. Yeah.
Wasn't that long. I guess
Well,
we don't have anything else.
It was
to
like
talk
a story time podcast.
story time.
There's
Stories.
there's a story that involves a monorail, ketchup, a sweatshirt, and lots of yelling that we're gonna talk about
And people
in
being
the next
overtired.
podcast. Yeah, and everyone's phones being dead. Oh, and a phone snapping in half.
But that's for another time.
See you guys later.
I'm Maz Kanata. That's a story for another time. We'll see you next time, if you do see us, because this is indeed a podcast.
Yes.